Magnus here again. It is going to be another day of trying to solve the problem of tumbling the titanium vegetable peelers and cheese slicers in this tumbler here. This is most likely the last day, and I'll tell you why. In yesterday's video, I think I called it the Hail Mary or something, like it was a last ditch attempt. This thing that I'm trying now really is the last ditch attempt. This is it. This is the full Hail Mary, all or nothing. If this doesn't work, that's it. I'm gonna have to take drastic action. And I really don't want to tell you what that is. So that is it, pretty much ready to go on. We just got to clamp the lid on, put it in the tumbler. If I was a religious man, I might be praying about now. That's not it completely done. That's just the first part of the process we need for testing. There's 2 more stages to go. We might be able to tell after the next stage. Can't quite tell after this stage though. I'll show it to you anyway, but like I said, it usually doesn't work too well because of the lighting. And what I'm looking for is real sort of subtle things. So that there is nice and smooth, but you see up at the end, you see how there's a shine at the end? Up there? The cause of that is the media not getting round the end of it. That's overcomeable, I think, by using a larger diameter barrel. The reason it is there's just not much movement there, and so this is basically sitting against the plastic, and so is the front bit pretty much all the time, and it's not getting a good finish. But yeah, we'll do this next stage and see how that goes. One quick thing, please forgive my overindulgence in slow motion shots today. New camera, for those who are interested. I know at least one person asked, Lucas. It is a Sony RX100 Mark V. The Mark V is important. If you want slow motion and you don't want to spend, you know, like 100 grand on a camera, I'm serious, 100 grand is what you have to spend to get those super slow motion shots, or you can rent the camera for a few $1,000s a day. The Sony RX100 Mark V really, it sounds like a promotion. That Sony one really is the best bang for your buck. Like, there really isn't anything else that gets that quality of picture. I think there's something else coming out which was on Kickstarter, but I don't know when it's going to be released. It's a few $1,000s. The other thing is you can use your iPhone, but you know, the picture quality really isn't that great. I've used it in the past, but it's not so good. That is it out the tumbler. We've got two of them. This is one of them. it's kind of working. Like overall, the finish is good. It's exactly what I'm after. I will let you, I will show it to you anyway. Even though it's very tricky to sort of see the really sort of subtle stuff I'm looking for, sort of in person. The only problem is that the sort of the ½ at the end and the ½ at the tip is not tumbling very well, if at all, because I'll show you why. So you've got the peeler in the barrel here, and you've got the centrifugal force coming out, and so it forces the handle down there and also forces that up there a little bit as well, but mostly the handle gets forced to the outside all the time, and because the barrel's getting forced out all the time, it's getting put up into the barrel and the media's not getting around it because you know, this is more dense than the media and sort of goes through it and goes, you know, it's always on the outside. Yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest. I really don't. Just stopped at the new workshop. I have come to pick up some spinner stuff. Oh, it's quite dark. Speaking with my machinist for 2 or 3 hours today, actually, or this afternoon should I say. So I picked up the spinner stuff. The spinner thing will be progressing, and the prototyping is going to start pretty soon, as early as tomorrow. The main one will be this one here. It'll look a little bit different to that, but mostly the same. And the other one will be this one here, obviously with buttons in it. The first one I have fully designed on the computer, it's ready to go. 3D CAD is done, I've passed that on to my machinist. The other one, I have to sort of flesh out a bit, so I'm along to pick it up, get measurements, sort of do a little bit of testing and tweaking of it, and that will probably be the final design there. That's all I came along here for, really. In a video a few days ago, I showed you the making of this, but I put it along to sort of music. It's kind of like a montage, and I never talked about it. This is quite a loud machine, not the actual like machine vibrating, but there's like a really sort of high pitched kind of hiss, like a just a shh kind of sound from all the media, especially when it's ceramic like this. You can get a proper cover for it. It has like a ram, like a electric ram or something to put it up and down. But I just wanted to try to see if we could just sort of put our own thing on quickly, just to sort of, since we were working in here quite a lot, and this thing was going. And this actually worked pretty damn well. It started sort of moving around, so I just clamped it down with a bungee. But you know, you run it for 12, 24 hours, whatever. So you can just use this kind of thing. It's one of those like little solutions that would I was surprised it worked, but it worked really, really well. It's just a little bit of a hiss comes out this noise. You probably know this already, but the higher the frequency of a sound, the more directional it is. So if you think on the opposite end of the scale, like a young guy in a car, like a bass head, who I used to be, you know, with a of the bass going past. Like, the car's quite far away, and you don't know where it's coming from, but you can feel the bass. A low frequency just goes everywhere. It just sort of resonates and kind of goes through. But a high frequency is very directional. Like if you had a really high frequency speaker and I pointed it over there, you wouldn't hear that much. But if I pointed it here and went straight at you, you would hear it. You know, but if I had a big loudspeaker, if I had a loudspeaker that was this size, you do get them, it doesn't matter if I pointed it over there or over right at you, you're going to hear the same coming through. Why was I telling you that? Oh, because this sound is quite a high frequency, it's quite a directional sound, and so as long as you can sort of block it, it's going to stop the sound coming through. I'm going to call it a day at that. I will leave you with a quote. It is by Confucius, and he said, "The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones."